Hi there, Selective Collective. How are you today? This is Kim. Hope you're doing good. So I was drawing this today, charcoal on the hands, and just for fun. And I don't know what it means. I get it. Like, I don't know what it actually means. Just like a tornado or something. But I wanted to show you something interesting that I noticed as I'm like flipping through. There's this old picture, this old drawing that I have. Obviously, this looks like a little bit of calamity, okay? Like, there's a tree broken and all. Anyway, but I had an old charcoal drawing. It was one where I probably used too much charcoal. And this is my old book, so these are, like, old stuff. But I just want you to see what's interesting. This old drawing, this one right here, old, woo, scary, right? It actually was laying on top of a blank sheet and produced a different picture. And I want to show you the different picture. Isn't that neat? Oh, isn't that neat? Yeah, okay. This is like, wow. It's amazing how, like, weird art can be sometimes. Oh my goodness, cool. How cool is that? I just thought that was really cool. It was my, other than getting to save a grub, and because there was a grub, I was, believe it or not, I was walking this morning and I saw this grub. It was big, fat, and almost like a creamy white color. And he was stuck on the asphalt. Man, he just kept going back and forth. I'm like, you were really trying to find the dirt, aren't you? You poor thing. So I finally got near it and kicked it to the dirt. So other than the grub, that picture is really kind of amazing to me. That, whoa, what the fuck is that? So, whoa. It's the little things in life. It truly is the little things in life. That's crazy. Alright, so what do we have for the selective collector? Collective. Ice. Stillness. Ice. Icy. Okay, I have charcoal, obviously, all over my hands. It's okay. I'll probably touch my face and have it all over my face, too. Essay. Isn't an essay a friend? Like in Spanish? Isn't that a friend in Spanish? Or something? Anyway, I don't know. But this is about ice, stillness, impasse, immutable, slow to change, solidness, conservative, return to what was. Oh, did you know? Interesting. Just a little bit of interesting. Well, I think it's more of like a, it doesn't have to just be Judaism, but where I heard it from was a rabbi lecture. He was talking about how he wrote a book. Was something about the densities of light. I'm sorry to who you are that I don't know this by memory, but it was about his theory on how people could live so long way back when, and about the density of the vibration of light, and how that can, like, this person, so this rabbi is actually a teacher too. He's like a teacher in high school, biology and I think chemistry. So he really understands all of that stuff very well, and he intertwines it with what he knows with religion, which I find super cool. But I'm not one specific religion. Anyway, yeah, let me just get to the point, Kim. Okay, so, yeah, he's, you know, it's using Einstein's about how light travels and photons and slows down or speeds up the faster you get, or the faster you're going. Like, things seem to slow down, you know. And so he kind of intertwined that with the theory that maybe Adam and Eve were originally, in the very beginning, very light, high vibration. And so the light particles that made them up, the waves, the photons, whatever, I guess it's both. Yeah, the theory that that's why they were able to live longer. And it just, so this, to return to what is just, it's made, I don't know why, but immediately I had that connection of going back to a higher vibration light body before things got screwed up. Interesting. All right. That's interesting. What else? What else would you like to tell our collective through this avatar? Oh, Kim. Oh, Kim. Avatar, oh, Kim. All right. Vinegar. Oh, cleansing. Oh, cleansing. End of a cycle, or end of these repeating cycles, nonsense cycles, and a new experience. This energy is building, and it's leading to sugar. You are the salt. You are the physicality of the earth. Use what? Your wisdom. Use your wisdom and this energy to cleanse out old stubborn cycles, patterns, behaviors, karmic cycles. This takes time sometimes, but the energy is supporting you. And you have something very sweet with the virgin's milk and the sugar. Like, really, you have something very sweet to experience, I would think. You would have something very sweet to experience. And when I see vinegar, I think of cleansing. I mean, there's other things you can do. You don't want too much vinegar, right? I guess that's also a good point, is that you don't want too much. But I just remember my mom cleaning the windows. We used to have this house with lots of windows, and in fact, I remember her complaining about how many windows there were, because she would find it very necessary to clean the windows with vinegar. Probably it was like an every weekend thing. She was a big time cleaner, and always cleaning, and she liked to use vinegar. So I remember that smell. I usually associate it with cleaning windows. To remove the dust, to remove the grime, to remove the memories that are foul and shouldn't be there anymore. The stuff that's muddying up our experience, removing that. So we can see clear. So though it might not smell that great, the vinegar, it can be used to cleanse the windows, so we can see. You could say that the windows are our eyes. Okay, and so then I have this Virgin's Milk. I love the Virgin's Milk card. It's a blue rose. It's getting sap from what appears to be a star, actually. I don't know, like the essence of a star, the essence of it is squeezed out and dropped onto this rose so that you can have a new eternal experience of goodness, sweetness. And here we have the sugar. Something I feel like a lot of people have not experienced enough of in their life is the sweetness and the sugar of it, because of these traps, these cycles, these addictions, these vices, these fears, these, anything that stops you from knowing that you're the divine, that you are one, that you are a child of the Creator, you are supposed to have and inherit every single thing. It was all created for you. And we stop ourselves with these cycles. We stop ourselves from receiving all of that. And then it seems like sometimes when the web gets spun so much that sometimes it takes a while to get out of that, however, I was noticing a spider web the other day, and I was thinking of how beautiful, like, they must get good at it because it does break down quite easily. So easy to break, tougher to restore the divinity, I think. But anyway, we have the reddening card, which is a rising up. The energy, rising, building. Feeling alive again is like the goal of that card, I think. All right. What else? Wow. We have flag, achievement, recognition, overthrow, success, victory, winner, conquest, mastery, bragging rights, king of the mountain. Carry the day, plans are coming to fruition. Sword and scales, truth bringer, light bringer, peace bringer. Truth, justice, due process, by the book, legal matters, cut to the chase, hear me out, making things fair. In a world of shadows where there is more light, more and more will have to be balanced. You can have a lot in each hand, but if you don't have any light to know exactly what it is and how you know what to put to make things fair, how would you know? Well, you'd have to feel it out, right? A lot of us would have to feel it out, but the light will make it apparent what needs to be put where in order to bring about some balance. Fishing pole, self-reliance, extend oneself. I have pillory, and this is like any situation where there was abuse or stopping or by fear, by anything that stopped you from realizing your full potential and power, whatever was meant to keep you fearing or feeling like you are not the best. Anything, any humiliation, any abuse of any kind, it is saying that it had a direct effect on your ability to self-improve or even want to. It could be tactics that actually even affected like our self-reliance, ability to have self-reliance. Wow, it's time. It's time. It's time for action. Things are fast-tracked to unfold quickly and smoothly. This is the divine's plan. Yes, it is. There might be deeper meaning in this sugar card that I'm not pulling out. Feel free to leave a comment and let me know if you can pull out any other messages that I don't. I love to learn from everyone. AA. Sustenance. The sugar. The sustenance. Community. Deeper meaning. Balloons. Fun. Freedom. High vibe. Relief. Rising up. Ascension. Aspirations. Success. Joyful. Higher perspective. Cheerful. Attaining goals. Stress-free. Independence. Let it go. A need to be broke free. Obviously, that's what this energy is doing. It's going to catapult us to be able to break free with the youth card, to be like youth again, to be able to maybe enjoy those things about be like a child. How can you be like a child when you're when the energies here are like this? Well, somehow we have to transcend it, and this is like that extra oomph of energy. It's either going to help a lot of people transcend. It's going to also bring a lot of people out of the shadows, and they might not enjoy this energy that much. You probably will. Ultimately, and even if our shadows are exposed, it is a part of the process of breaking free, and it leads you to light. Balloons. I have within a few days popping out, and then it came out near the tarot. I think they're wanting me to pull the tarot cards. Shooting star in the night. Look at those two. Wow. The roundabout. A new direction. This is perfect timing. This is perfect timing. Wow. Shooting star says quick action, wish granted, rare, falling, a moment in time, luck. The knight says confident, heroic, messenger, brave, brave. There's a lot of healing that has to be done. We're healing the things in life that we don't want to even think about. There's healing to be done. There's energy that has to be saved, conserved for yourself for this healing. 9 of Wands in the reverse. It's about no longer being wounded. No longer standing up for something that keeps wounding you. Coming out of denial. What is a repetition? What is a... I've already learned that lesson. For individual and then global also. Coming out of denial. And then the King of Wands. Wow. Breaking down the foundation and the structure. The King of Wands is the master builder number. Like, associated with that, I feel like. Master builder. I don't know why I said number. Maybe it's just that was just an accent. But they build things, and they're inspirational, and they overcome all challenges, all obstacles. That's why they're looked up to. Say that person's probably pretty wealthy too. They're inspirational. And this is success. It's slow but surely coming. And then, but this energy is bringing it in full force. This is you being able to celebrate. Could be an offer also coming in for you all. Okay, resurrection, rebirth, judgment, enlightenment, a path, being guided by your spirit team. Out of this, which is up there, that is the being trapped in our head space. It's time to free ourselves from these thoughts and the influences on our mind. Anywhere from things we can't see to things in society. It's time for a leap of faith, a new beginning, trusting the universe, the end of manipulation for the not so good. It's time to get inspired again. Yeah, justice, the scales. There's the scales twice. And oh, yeah, it's been heartbreaking. Okay, so the 6 of Cups. There's a remembrance, and there's soul group and soul family that are coming together for this. There's changes in marriage and partnerships, and there is karma being played out is what I see. It's heartbreaking though, that all of this, going through all of this, especially if you're dealing with a heartbreaking situation where it was somebody in a friend group that betrayed you. So there's going to be changes within your influence, within the people that you're around, and big, massive endings with the Ten of Swords. Endings of big betrayal, endings of friend or group betrayal, or end of that. And I get that it's because there's a big gift of wise discernment here, and that's part of it, of what's going to really help. So anyway, that's what I've got for you all. I'm sending you love and light. Bye.